Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, Growing Up the Podcast. I'm super excited today because we have another profound thoughts idea for you guys just to ponder and question. And again, if you guys ever think of anything to make this idea better or to grow it or maybe even challenge it, it's always welcome in the comments. So here is the profound thought for today. So as we get into the age of understanding relationships can be important, whether it's a significant other or even a friendship, I want to ask you this one thing. Is it a succulent or is it a flower? Now, some of you may be confused, and I'll explain my thought process behind the succulent versus a flower. See, with a succulent, there's not a lot of energy you have to put into it, right? You can water it every so often. You don't have to care for it as much, but it still looks nice, right? And much like those friendships or relationships that we don't put a lot of effort into, they still look nice. Like if it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you still have that title of being in a relationship, but it's still not necessarily something you want or something that you desired for, right? And it doesn't fill that hole in your heart that makes you feel like you truly do have a partner. But where I say is the flower comes in is the fact that if it's truly something you want and desire, something that can grow, something that can produce something not only between you two, but can look very pleasing and will cause other people to want to have it, is much like with a flower, right? But on the contrary, compared to a succulent, we need to produce more energy as well as take care of it and love on it way more than a succulent, right? Now, depending on the flower, depending on the relationship, you'll have to figure out how often you need to water it, how often you need to let it out for sun, how sensitive it may be to weather, right? And some of those analogies can compare to how often you need to communicate with your partner, how often you need to show them love and compassion even during times of trials, as well as certain areas you need to avoid in terms of maybe their past relationships weren't good, so you need to be careful in terms of bringing those up and past situations they may have been in. So again, I'm going to ask, with whatever current situation you're in, with whatever current relationship or friendship you have right now, is it a succulent or is it a flower? Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys either expand on this thought or maybe even ask questions as well as challenge it. If you think there's a certain way we can bring this up in a better light, bring it on. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and your ideas. But again, if you have a friendship or a relationship currently, is it a succulent or is it a flower? Thank you guys again for tuning in, and again, hoping to bring you guys so much more content in the coming future. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. See ya.